free sessions it takes for me to go through what I want to know, what I think the kids may want to know. And I said, you know what? I'm not necessarily even going to put it out there, but I said, maybe one day after you're gone, maybe I would.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't. I
Yeah.
go, but that, and so that's what him and I have been doing.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Well,
And
that's good though.
he's done a couple podcasts.
Yeah.
But I think what I did was I knocked the reality into him with like, look, if you're really going to do this, we need to kind of do it for real. I think we can do it. I think it's going to take more than you're realizing, and I think you should just keep digging and make sure you know what you're in for.
Well,
And I don't know if I turned him off, but I thought better than getting it all set up and then having him bail out then.
remember I offered to help you too with it. So, if you were in a dead spot and wondering how to get this thing going or whatever, I mean, I offered to help you guys get going.
Yep.
So,
No, I got that and I appreciated that and he knew that and so I kind of wanted him to bring it back to me to say, hey, I think I still really want to do this,
okay,
and he hasn't talked about it. So I've just said, okay,
sure,
that's all good. I'll let a little time go. I
yeah,
know he did. He's been doing a couple little interviews, but see, that that's where I also think I'm going to be witnessing some of his memory because he also wanted to do a thing with me. He talked to me about, hey man, every time they call me or somebody, if they ask me to do a podcast, um, do you think would you go on it with me?
sure,
And I said, absolutely.
yeah,
Just let me know. And he goes, okay. If that's cool with you, then anytime. Okay, okay. Then I'm gonna let anybody know. And he's done a couple, and he's never asked me.
sure.
So I'm like, there you go. He doesn't even ring it.
But you do.
So
That's
good.
just the thing. You remember. So,
But part of his frustration is he said to me one time, he said, I just did this one podcast and boy, I felt like I almost couldn't remember anything. And
ah,
that's where he doesn't want that to happen. So he was like, hey, if you're on it with me, you can help me or, you may even know the answer or whatever, but, and so
well, I thought
it was kind of,
yeah, I thought our show that when you had them both on, you and him on went really well. Everything flowed pretty
it
good.
did. And on that he was fine, and that is more typical of the way he is more like that. He can go and he can go and he can go. Very rarely is it one of those where he'll go, man, I'm just kind of having a bad night.
Sure, sure, sure,
He
sure.
that just doesn't really seem to happen. And then I think part of it is we were talking about the whole podcast and everything, and then I thought, you know what, this is his thing. I don't want to do his thing because he's the one who's all into the conventions and the Halloween thing. And I just go, I don't care about that. And so
Yeah,
then I also stop pushing it because I'm like, you want to go talk about you, then you need to go do that. You don't need me. You're big.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're big enough. You can handle
That's right.
yourself.
Well, I just don't always want to talk about the Halloween thing. And I'm like,
Uh,
fine, I don't either.
yeah, it gets old after a while. I get that. Especially when you've done other things or whatever. I
Yeah, so it
totally
was like I
understand.
just let him do his thing. Music was quiet on my end, so it was a great time to get a few things I've been wanting. My wife and I have been talking about having me do a few things around here, so it was just like, this is perfect timing. And so, because I've got a few music jobs finally starting to shape up. And as far as I think the podcast thing, what I think about that is if you guys would feel in any way that I can add to a show or whatever it is, and not as a guest in any way, but add to it as far as panel or whatnot, then I would always be happy in the summertime like this with my wife who's a teacher, with her having her summer break now, our schedule gets real flip-floppy with going across the state to pick up grandkids. We bring them over here, we've got them for a week at a time. It's always real loose. It's just I never know which day we're doing this travel. So today the car is in the shop getting everything done, and he had said, I'll call you by the end of the day because it'll be done. So I'm
Okay.
thinking, well, that's when this whole thing would be happening.
Well, I
And
mean,
so that would make it
well,
that
that's
would make it
what
tricky.
you gotta remember now that we're 2 hour time difference. You know,
Well, I think it always worked out that it was 4:30 start time my time, right?
yeah. That's normal. That's the normal start, but because well, let's see, because that'd be 6:30 my time. The show, well, see, we started to start it earlier because just because I figure well, ever since I started doing stuff at the studio, like this week I'll be doing it at my house, but sometimes I go to Grand Forks and I record it live in their studio, because Best Source has a studio that I can use, but it's like 45 minute drive, so I can't always afford to drive over there all the time. Anyway,
Right.
so what I'm doing is I also record it from my house, and that way I'm in charge of everything, and I don't have to worry about something not being right. Because sometimes when we do stuff in the studio, it doesn't always work out to like it should. But anyway, as far as the time goes, we start now at 5:30 do a pre-show, and then we go from so like well we start at 5:30 go to about 7, maybe 7:30 if we have depending on how long the guest is. The only reason why we're starting early today is because the guest wanted to start at 5:30. Well, it'd be 4:30 his time because it's mountain time. So that's why we're starting at 5. Normally, I would start it for another half an hour, but
Gotcha.
it's just. But anyway, so it's only like three. What it'll be 3 o'clock your time tonight, 3:30 normal. So just say the show will be about 3:30 your time, for or at least for the time being. If I decide not to do the pre-show anymore, then we'll take it back to 4 o'clock your time for 6 o'clock my time. So.
Okay.
But as far as having you as a panel, I want you as a panel. That's what I'm trying to ask you. I'm not asking you to come out as a guest again. You've done that already. I feel you can offer just as much as a panel as you did as a guest because you know with random things. I mean that we talk about we talk about films, we talk about politics, we talk about all types of things. We don't just talk about the same old. It's and then when we have a guest, maybe there's somebody you might know or maybe somebody you might not know. I mean, that's the whole cool thing about you. We're learning every week. If we have somebody this past year, other than you and your dad, I've actually had. Let's see, this guest tonight will mark probably my 36th guest or 37th guest of this year already. So I could be
Okay.
done with just all that and then be happy, but I wanted to, include at least every week if we can, or here and there to get a good guest, just because that's what people look forward to. So,
Nice. Okay.
so, so that's what I'm offering you. I mean, and you don't have to do it tonight. I mean, I get it. But if you want to come on next week, we'll have a blues radio host on from Bismarck, North Dakota, on next week, and he'll be on about 7 o'clock our time. So that'd be 5 o'clock your time.
5 o'clock.
Well, like
Okay.
the show will start at about 6 or 5:36, and he'll go on. Because we want to devote at least an hour so we can, if we have a guest, we're all trying to have everybody do segments, here soon. So everybody has a segment, so we're not just rambling about whatever. Some people don't like that we just constantly just talk about nothing, you know, whatever. So I'm trying to get everybody to do some segments on something they like or something they know, and then give them about 15 minutes apiece or whatever. Let everybody have their segment, and then if we have a guest, then we do the guest thing, and that's it. The pre-show is mostly just to warm the crowd up and get everybody all ready, and talk
Yeah.
about whatever, and then we start the show. I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can, but it's just like because I have people on here, it's like that have been on with me since the beginning. I'm trying to make everybody happy, you know what I mean?
That's gonna be cool.
But I think you and I would get obviously any idea that you would throw to me or I would throw to you. I think we'd work together pretty well. I just think you have a good voice, you know. I mean, I'm surprised you never were a broadcaster, honestly. Not just to say you have a face in radio. You have a good
You know, it's
voice, you know.
funny. I actually have, and I'd have to dig them out because I think they're still all on actual CD. But I have years ago, I had done several radio spots and a few TV spots, all for local, and it used to be really tied in with one of the radio stations to where the guy would ask me frequently, "Are you ready to come to work here? Are you ready to come to work here?" And the only reason why there was two reasons I always said no. I said, "Look, here's the deal. The hours suck. They really did. They're radio hours." I said, "My schedule right now, I make, and it's all good." And I said, "Number two, unfortunately, you guys play the music that I know. Not only do I know the very least of, it was at the time that I would say I really didn't appreciate. So all the real new, it was all the real current artists. It
Sure.
was stuff that I'm like, yeah, I can't really like get all frothy behind this when I can't. Give me something that I can sink my teeth into, and I'll go into it for days with you. But some of it is just out of my element, and unfortunately, the station that was available was about the only one. Not only would I not listen even to the station, I'm like, well, I
Sure.
can't work there because I won't even turn you on, man.
Yeah.
I'll do a couple commercials for you, but I no, I can't do it.
I suppose were they like a top 40, were they a top 40 station too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it was small. I mean, I don't know what their range was. It was very decent for that area. It was not small in that way, but
All
it was.
right.
I was like, wow, I'm really appreciative that really you even think that would be a possibility. And he's like, I totally do.
Well,
So
that's how I feel about you too, because I've always felt that way. You have a very good voice, and you know, I don't know if you've ever done a voiceover before, but or whatever, but you do have a good voice, so you should use it the best that you can. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, again, if it's one of those where it's a topic of something I know, I mean, I enjoy conversating about it. Obviously, I always like to listen,
Sure.
but I do have little bits of knowledge and little stories here and there that are, always kind of fun and unique, probably in many cases. So,
Oh, I'm sure you do. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Well, I'm gonna start the pre-show now, so I gotta let you go. But well, let's just keep in contact, and if you want me to call you again later in the week or whatever, we can talk some more and give you some more insight of what we're doing here.
we can do that. My 2 days this week are Wednesday and Thursday. Those are the days that are not so good.
Okay.
But I do believe, as of right now, that I would say that there should be no problems on next Monday. Just
Okay.
because it's been a rough plan right now. So let's at least plan on trying to maybe communicate prior to that, maybe early in that weekend, this coming weekend sometime.
Okay. Okay.
We'll just confirm everything.
Yeah,
But
that's
I think
fine.
that'll be no problem. But totally plan on that. I'll have one of the
Not
grandkids
showing the
here.
video.
Doesn't matter to me one bit.
Okay.
Not showing the
There will be
video.
no issues.
Okay. Well, sounds good, man. Well, I look forward to it then. And I think the group will enjoy you too, because you know
I don't
you're
know.
one
It even set it up in the top.
I'm talking to you, and I tell you, it feel like a best friend just coming over here and hanging out with me. So
Not me.
I do appreciate that.
No.
Too. So
I mean, it's
Thanks,
not
same
showing
here.
Laura.
Thanks, man. I'll see you next week then,
It
Lance.
showed up here.
I'll
Video
talk to you this weekend.
didn't start.
All right, bye.
And then I want more volume too, if I can get it.
Hold on there, John. I was on the phone with somebody here, so
Not seeing you?
hold on.
Hold on. Maybe it's on his side.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's
Okay.
just our camera's not turning on.
Yeah,
Can
I
he see you?
No, I can't.
Can you
I
see
can't
me?
No, I can't see you at all. I can just hear you.
Okay, what's it say down on the bottom?
Laura,
No, down on here. Wait,
mute, start video.
Yeah, we haven't
That's
even,
in,
started the show yet.
Cannot start video. Please select another video camera in settings. Oh, this is a first.
Yeah. It's all good though. We're not live yet.
failed to start
never
the
this-
video camera.
I'm never this late, and it's because of stuff like this. I'm
Oh,
never
you're not
this
late.
late.
You're not late. You're not late at all.
Video. In
We're just getting
settings.
stuff rolling. This is a pre-show.
You
So.
unplugged.
No, that's just to connect to them.
Shaved all your hair off, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, almost. You saw me last week, didn't you?
I'm gonna get my hair cut tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay,
I'm
Mad
way
Dog's
overdue.
over here. That's all right. I don't know how you can be overdue. You should keep all the hair you have, huh?
Oop,
Grows like a weed. All right, I'm still working on this.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
where'd
Okay,
it
that's
go? Why
Mad
can we
Dog
hear
right
him
there.
but not see him?
Well, you can try
Get
come
launched.
back. Hey, you can try come back and try again.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, we're gonna get
All right,
out.
we're
of
gonna
it.
get out and try again.
Yeah. What's going on, Mad Dog?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much, man.
Where is it? We're still hearing him.
It's done.
We're just getting
No,
things
it's
right
not.
here.
You need to move.
Here, let me. Well, I won't kick you out because then it's like always seems like every time I kick somebody else, they can't get back in. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I'll just leave that be. I won't touch that. So that's happened before where I accidentally kicked out.
I'm having trouble with the volume. I don't hear you too well.
Oh, hold on. Let me. That's probably my end here. I haven't really dealt with the settings or much on here because
Oh, we lost him.
no, he'll be back. Yeah. How's that? Can you hear me
Yeah,
now there?
A
A little better?
Yeah, it's a little bit
Good.
better.
Want it a little higher at all or anything else?
No, it's good. Just so I can hear you. I heard them well, but you were a little-
Okay.
sound
Well,
like
they're
you were talking
they're-
anything.
they were having some issues with their webcam, but they're gonna come back in. This is just a pre-show, so it's not a big thing right now. I'm just getting things warmed up here. We're not even live yet, so just getting started.
Okay.
So let's see here. Live stream here.
Let me fart around here with my stuff.
Yeah. Go right ahead, man. Go right ahead.
To go on my iPad. I like that better. Everything's a lot wider and easier to look at, but I'm stubborn.
Sure.
Oh. I can't even pick up my stuff anymore.
That's okay. Don't strain yourself.
I just got back with therapy, man. Ooh,
Oh
that made
yeah.
my leg off, man. Fuck.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
Oh.
sure.
Unbelievable. The pain I'm in. That's I'm gonna do my pain right now.
You select another video camera in settings. Okay. We need to go to
It needs
settings.
me to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going on, you guys.
So what did you do? Anything for the 4th?
Nah, I had to work. I'm saving up for a new computer, so I'm trying to get as much holiday pay as I can. So they
Right.
offered us some holiday pay for 4th and for Native Day on Saturday.
You know what? I call that amateur hour anyways, the 4th and all. It's all a amateur hour.
Well, did you? I mean, I'm sure you did. You light no fireworks off, or
No, nope, didn't do nothing.
isn't the 4th of July a big holiday in the Lutz house and all, or what?
Here they closed our neighborhood completely down because we got that one street that overlooks the city. We got these big islands you walk out over, and
Okay,
it's like 10,000 people up there, and the whole mob Western stops dead in its tracks
sure.
because it can't go nowhere, and there's people polluting the street, all drunk.
Jeez.
It's a shit show more than anything. So I stay at home. I don't feel like going up there and punching people out.
Yeah.
So I stay at home and watch the fireworks from my backyard
Okay.
downtown Pittsburgh.
Sure.
I usually go up my camp, but since it was during the week, nobody wanted to go up because everybody had to work Friday.
I see.
I don't know where it. I'm in settings, but I don't see it.
What are you looking for?
He's trying to.
It says that the camera isn't working. It needs to be turned on, and it says to go into settings to do it. And I'm in there, but I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah. Not if you
The
go on
camera must have been turned off somehow.
That's
How about-
crazy.
Zoom thing. Can you go on to Zoom and look and see where the camera is on Zoom? Because that's how I turned mine on. I hit the button and all the things come up. Yeah, there's a camera one for Zoom here.
In the Zoom meeting,
Yep. You could go
Start.
share. You can change your background. Stop the video. And on top is the volume button. Yeah, I don't see nothing.
video
I don't see-
setting.
Turn on the setting though. Yeah.
Accessibility,
okay.
recording, background share, audio. Video.
I'm glad it ain't me.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Why do you
hey,
think why do you think she's here? I don't know how to do this stuff.
Yeah, but I don't.
How you doing, Big John?
I'm hanging in there. Sorry about the delay there, guys.
that's all right. It's all right.
6:30. I don't even
Yeah.
see my brother ain't even on yet, and he's the one that told me 7. Luckily, I checked.
Well, yeah, that's normally that's normally the time, but it's because we're
Can you hear me?
yeah, oh yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear nobody.
See my cool knife I
I
bought? This
can hear you.
scuba diver's knife.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You are
Hold
on.
muted. Press A, alternate A. I can't see. Fuck. Where's alternate?
Yeah,
A?
yeah, there you go. Take your sunglasses off.
How you do that? I see. Oh,
I don't know what the hell's going on here, guys.
We're looking.
Hold on.
If you go to settings, it has
hello?
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you
We're in settings.
there.
go to on settings, John.
No.
Where you go to for the camera?
You
That's my
can't.
speakers.
Okay,
are
hold
down.
on.
Let's see here.
Yeah, maybe you should turn your speakers on.
Failed to start.
It says
Let me-
fail to start.
Look,
Select another video
Yes, honey.
camera.
Why I've sent you a request to start your camera. Is you getting that at
Yeah,
all?
and
there?
I got that, and I said, yeah, and that's when we get this. Pick a different camera.
Failed to
Well,
start
maybe-
the video camera. Please select another video camera in settings.
And
Okay.
then
How many
there
cameras?
isn't anything. I've only got the one.
it's got to be my computer.
Oh,
Oh yeah, antique man.
No,
Hi,
it says I
everybody.
got dark.
Hey, what's up, antique man? Antique
I
man's
cannot
here.
get,
I don't
Oh.
see it. There they are. Hey, what's up, Antique Man?
Hey, it's great to be here.
I'm
Yeah.
muted.
How's
Everybody's-
everybody?
Oh, we're okay. Everybody's just got to figure out their computer. I mean, it's like nobody uses their computer anymore. It seems like I haven't used my computer for this since May, since the last May episode.
Yeah,
So-
you Poindexters always use your computer. That's why.
On my AEW shirt.
Well, this
here.
computer gets used a lot.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you,
Okay.
I can
okay.
hear you.
and we can
I'm
see
just,
you.
I'm just using my phone. So
Yeah, I'm using my computer. I'm going to be getting a new computer here pretty soon. So cheers to
I'm on-
that. Here.
I'm on a computer.
Well, my video card for some reason on certain YouTube videos and stuff. I don't know if it's just because it needs to be dusted out or whatever. I have no idea. But
And it's
well, what do you guys think of last week's show? We did pretty good, huh? With Bill.
That's a good show.
That was a really good show.
Yeah.
Other than our
thought it
technical
was great.
difficulties that we had. Of course you did, John. Of course you did. You were right next to me.
Good show, yeah. Yeah. And the mac
Yeah.
and cheese to top it all off was even better.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looked pretty good. That what you had.
I can't see
Mac and
John.
cheese.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
we-
About
no-
11 seconds to eat it.
He's trying to figure out his camera.
Yeah, I had trouble for some reason today. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
Hello.
why either. I don't.
Something happened here because this computer gets used a lot, but hasn't been in a Zoom since probably since our last one, however long ago that was, where we actually did it from here.
Yeah, because
A
you
month
weren't
and a
on the last
I've never
episode.
had this problem before,
Yeah,
Joe.
we've never had this problem before. So
Weird. Did it
we're
require any
going
up?
through it.
Did it require any updating at all since then? Or
No, it's automatic.
okay,
I'm,
interesting.
yeah, I'm
Can you
looking
see
here.
me?
Oh
Can't see
yeah,
you,
I
but
can
we
see it.
can see you guys.
Oh,
Yeah, we can see
absolutely.
all you guys.
Make sure it's connected to your computer.
Antique Man's as handsome as always, you know.
Oh, come on. You're
Yeah.
right.
Well, of course. Would I be wrong? Come on now.
No.
I tell you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I'd say the same thing about all my panel. And next week we might have an additional panel member. We'll see. I know another person, right? Well, this one's special to me though, you know. So you'll have to deal with it.
Yeah, South Dakota.
Yeah. So, Antique Man, do you have any memories from Buffalo Chip? Did you ever go down to Raleigh at all in your South Dakota time or anything? I imagine you did.
Well, it's the one thing I missed was the rally. But I do have friends even close by here that get on their bikes and go every year
Okay.
from Texas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Big
I'm
deal.
surprised you never went down there though. You know, I mean, I had no curiosity at all, just to be like, hey, even if you don't have a bike, that doesn't mean you can't go down there. And
Well, I had a moped,
okay.
but I didn't think that I would live through the occasion.
I don't think you want to be.
Well, okay, but I'm
No.
saying you could ride a car, truck, whatever, fly down there, whatever, you know.
I don't think they'd give a rat's ass if you rode a moped or not. Guys, I'm just gonna keep talking with you. My wife's still working on the background here trying to figure this out, so bear with me.
That's fine. And if your if your video don't work, it's fine. We can still hear you. So it's
She's
not
on
a
my
big.
phone now trying to see if she can figure it out.
Okay, well that's no problem. I remember sending our guest here the link here just a few so. But yeah, this is just a pre-show, so we're just kind of getting things warmed up. There really is no. I was gonna say, you know, let's do our segments, but we'll see how long this interview goes here, and if nobody has any segments, I'll add them a little bit for this week, and then we want to start doing some next week because next week we're gonna have Steamer, Mr. Steamer himself. He was on uh Mama T's broadcast last night, and I asked him, "Well, now you gotta come on our show now. You know, should have came on our show first originally. I did ask him. Yeah,
Who is he?
he's a blues radio host.
Oh, okay.
His name is Steve Stelton. He's gonna be well. I'm planning on going to the Fargo Blues Fest this year. It's the only concert that I've that I've been looking forward to, other than doing the Kicking Up Country that I was originally going to go to, but that plan didn't work. But this plan will work because I'll have plenty
A
of
lot of good
PTO
ribs
saved up.
there. A lot of
Yeah.
good ribs.
Oh, absolutely. I'll have plenty of PTO saved up for that. That was one of the big issues last time. I didn't have enough PTO hours, and wasn't going to just lose, you know, a big check just because of going to have fun and everything. Can't believe that's the adult decision. Can you believe that? Normally, it wouldn't even care, it wouldn't bother me at all. You know, like a few years ago, I would have just went ahead and just did it. And hell with it. You know, skip work, sure, no problem.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't had that feeling in 4 years.
Oh, so you've been happily retired for a little while now.
My early 60s.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Well, just so you guys, I don't know, did anybody watch the replay at all of the show last week or last week's show? Yeah,
I did.
they are going to. Well, they re-aired our show last week. I tried to let you know about it. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time, so 8 p.m. your time in Eastern Time, and 7 Central on the Grand Forks Best Source website, or you can watch it on the old Renegade Radio channel, or you can watch it on one of my Frankie Slauson Show channels. So just so you're aware of that.
Sometimes I have a problem
okay.
watching myself on TV, like on shows.
You love it. You probably masturbate and watch.
You know,
No, I look like a fucking idiot.
why?
I sound
were-
like an idiot.
You were all excited last week, man. You were doing a pre-show and everything, and getting the crowd all warmed up, and then you were like, thinking that I was mad at you because you took over the show. I wasn't mad at you. I was
I knew that
happy.
was going to happen. I already said that to you. You know what happens when me and Bill get
Well,
together?
sure. I wasn't worried about it. I mean, you did fine. I mean, you guys.
I interviewed Bill for 10 minutes and he didn't even know who the hell he was talking to.
That's right. That was
I think
hilarious.
that was a half hour. I think it was a half hour.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen me since I lost my weight.
Well, I mean, either that or
I
he
don't
was
think-
maybe.
I don't think Bill does Facebook that much anymore because of what happened. He got hacked.
Yeah.
And I think he
Yeah.
just stays away from I mean, he might mention a few things to people, but he doesn't get into Facebook like he used to. He's too scared, man. Someone hacked the shit out of him, dude.
Oh yeah, and then they took over the damn channel and made it seem like he was giving away cars and stuff and
No,
working
he's
real
selling
estate.
cars, and his friends send money for the trucks. My brother even calls it, dude, let's get down to buy the truck or the trailer or something off him. And I go, dude, it's a scam.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked up.
And people sent money to those people.
Yeah.
For like $4,000. I was like, there's no way.
Oh,
I
you
just
just get the
know-
friendship deal then.
I
That's
can
what you
smell a
get.
scammer from far away, dude. I've been in it. I've done it. I didn't do it, but I've been.
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna go get something else to drink, and I'll be right back. So talk amongst yourselves. Remember, this is the pre-show, so it doesn't really matter. Just a pre-show. I normally don't leave, but I gotta get something to drink. I'm still dealing with
Okay.
the cold
Okay.
myself.
You wonder.
Okay.
Is he gone?
Hey,
Yeah,
Sean
let's
is
talk
the
about him
biggest
now.
loser I've ever met in my life. That
Yeah,
guy
wow.
don't know. He's an asshole, man. I mean, come on.
not his hair, Steve Wonder.
That's Sean. I'm telling you, he thinks he has a radio show. That's Screaming Sam Radio, Renegade Radio, not Sean,
Screaming
whatever his name is.
Oh boy, don't say that.
Is he back in?
Yeah.
Is he back?
There he is.
Oh,
Shh, shh, shh.
Yeah, I can tell you were talking about me. I was testing you fuckers.
it was all good. All
You know
good.
what?
I'll find out.
I guess you gotta play back to hear it, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be playing it back. Don't worry.
Like your AEW shirt.
That's right. That's the best. That's the best thing to watch.
I should wear my.
Absolutely.
Sean is gonna be so mad next week when he listens to this show.
Well, it's okay. I trust that
You
everything's
said
all-
you want us to take over the show. Well, we did.
Absolutely. I
You
just
changed
had
the name of it and everything while you were gone.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's wow.
Called Screaming Sam's Renegade Radio. Sean's gone.
Oh, presented by Screaming Sam or Screaming Sam original, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Screaming Sam Productions. There's everything Screaming Sam.
I do have Screaming Sam Productions. I have Screaming Sam.
Nice knife. You want to see my new one?
Yeah, I think I did. Oh yeah, I saw that one.
I didn't know what it was when I bought it, and I looked out. It's a scuba diver's knife.
Wow, I've never scuba dived.
Yeah.
Have you ever scuba dived?
Hell no, I can't. I float. I don't sink.
I-
I like
Well,
to wrap
this
it
is-
around my dick and use it as a freaking
Watch
what do they
that.
call it? The knife you put at the end of a big
You know how
sword.
many I have of them?
What the hell?
This is an official Mumbly Peg knife from 2nd grade with no writing on it, so it's very valuable to the highest bidder.
Here,
Wow.
how many of them you want to see? I got
Mumbly
like
Peg, I tell you.
I got like 70.
Mumble peg.
You guys ever play that?
No.
Uh,
No, I don't play with knives.
No.
I played hide the sausage.
you ain't gonna believe this, but I'm
I
afraid
played-
of knives and guns.
Knives and
Well,
guns.
I can imagine being afraid of guns. I mean, knives. I mean, depends on who's holding the knife in front of me. I guess.
I hate to cut myself. I don't like razor blades.
Man, just grabbed
Sure.
the hip. I just grabbed
Yeah.
those out of my spear drawer. How many of the red ones you
I
want?
see.
Every shape and style.
Yeah, very nice.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Must have been popular back in the day.
Look, there's another one. Hold on. How
Very
about
nice.
that? How about this
So
one?
you're saying you're not in the market?
Well, what color do you want? You want yellow? Would you like? Hey, would you like a blue one with a flashlight on it?
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Did you say
That's pretty
flashlight?
cool.
No, flashlight?
Yeah.
No. Oh, flashlight. Flashlight.
Or
No,
a
flash.
blue
Not
one?
flash.
This is a stun gun.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, nice.
It's a
And-
flash.
Hold on now.
But
Batteries are dead.
I thought you said you.
We could go yellow, or you could go white.
Wow.
Wow.
I could
Who the
choose
hell brought
one.
this topic up in the first place?
You,
Oh, damn.
you had to pull out that little baby knife of yours.
And to whip it
Damn
out
my
there.
eye- Damn my eyes.
Hey, look, that ain't a knife. This
Wow.
is a
Whoa. Now we're
And you
talking.
trust? Do you trust this psychopath holding a knife? Oh my God! I tell
Boy,
you.
that's what they wear in Paris.
Sam, you might as well just prepare your brother's funeral here pretty soon. I tell you what.
Wow.
There's
Man.
ever-
Let me
If
show
they
you
had
another little
hurricanes
one.
if they had like hurricanes or whatever in freaking Pittsburgh, that motherfucker would die. All the knives fall off the wall and hit him.
Oh yeah, he'd be a shish kebab. He'd be a shish dog
Shish
there.
kebab.
Like to
Yeah,
see-
shish dog. Bad dog.
Would you like to see some medieval swords, or would you like to see a joust? I have a real joust that you use when you ride a horse with a knife on the end of it. It's 7 foot long with a big piercing knife on the end of it.
Wow, that sounds like a big horse. Big
Yeah,
horse. You know.
Big
Yeah,
joust.
Sean, you should do a show just on his knives.
Oh man.
Here's
It'd be like a 10-hour show probably. And we wouldn't even get halfway through.
Oh God, you don't even know.
We'd have to do we'd have to come to his house.
Our boxes filled with knives to the top.
I mean, knives are great and everything, but I mean, you're a wrestling guy, and I know you have more wrestling stuff than you do. Well, I mean, I know you have more knives than you have wrestling stuff, but I mean, that's what you should have collected. You should have collected wrestling gear and everything.
This is an early
More of that.
1900 sword. It's 1900s,
Oh,
and I have
Wow.
wow, nice.
Like an ice pick or whatever. Well, anyway,
Well,
so I think we're
I'm
just get the show
right.
started. I think we might as well just get it started since we're
All right, let's
out
go.
here. Welcome to another great edition of Renegade Radio. This is season 3, episode number 2. We were in the pre-show, and then now we're just gonna kind of roll into the actual show itself because Anthony controls all his knives, or Mad Dog controls all his knives, but we'd be here probably for a whole week, a whole month, just doing the
Just
pre-show.
go on YouTube. You'll see all his knives.
Yeah, in alphabetical order, in Chinese too. Chinese alphabetical order, whatever. Anyway, so I'm your host with the most, Frankie Slauson, along with Mad Dog, Screaming Sam, Antique Man, and whoever else decides to show up tonight. We did see John. Well, we didn't see John Roberts, but he was having some issues with his camera, so unfortunately he might not be in this episode because of that. But I told him his audio is fine.
I think a moose knocked his camera out myself.
Well, I've actually been to his property, and you know what? I mean, it is a big property. He was not lying about that. It is definitely in a ranch. It's definitely big. That's for sure. I mean, I got to play with his dogs and everything too, which was great. So
Here he comes. Here he comes.
he's back. Or his
John.
audio.
John,
Hey.
Moose,
Listen, trick on John. Let's just pretend we see him.
Yeah, that's
there
right.
he is.
Yeah, there you are. Why you weren't?
Can't figure it out. I'm gonna have to bring my computer in, Lori's computer in.
Okay.
He went through, and I mean,
Well,
Like the Michelin tire
she
man.
lives on a computer. That's what she does. She's on a computer all day long. She
yeah.
knows when there's something effed up this computer. So I'm just gonna have to be the voice, and
That's
hopefully
okay.
it's next week.
Well, that's fine. I mean, hey, you're still making an appearance anyway, so it counts for the day. You can say here, when we say names or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Here, wait. I'm
Sucks,
gonna paste a picture of John where his spot is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wanted you to see my Beer Happy shirt that I'm wearing today too. God darn it, I wore it for the occasion.
See?
Oh, is that a shirt you never worn
Fooey.
worn on here yet? That's
No,
something to do with
no.
beer, huh? Okay, all
Of
right.
course. Yeah.
Here's my
Could you
Sean,
not
my John.
use your telephone?
Here's John. I'm putting him in the spot.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have him drinking a beer now, you know.
Yeah.
You look good, John.
Well, speaking of beer,
Yeah. Best
you
I've
know,
looked in a long time.
well, you know, since we're waiting on well, tonight we got Rod Woodruff, the CEO and founder of the Sturgis Buffalo Chip. He will be our guest for tonight.
Oh.
Here in a little bit, here in a few minutes. Here, I did send him the link. So the only reason why we're doing this show early is because of the interview. I think he got the time kind of mixed up when I told him what time the pre-show started, and I think that's what he probably thought that's what time the show actually started. So we're doing this interview earlier, and the show will end earlier because of that. But you know, it's good and bad. It doesn't really matter. You know, it's all fun. But anyway, I
Works
want to
for
get
me.
you. I want to get you guys' opinion because you're talking about beer. While we were on our break over the course of 6 weeks, a new beer made its debut in Minnesota to start off with, anyway. Did you guys know that Hulk Hogan made his own beer?
No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Is it coming?
it's actually well, I mean, let me look it up here real quick here, and
Is it
because
coming? 9 can with 24-inch pound biceps. I mean, is it a 24-inch?
Pythons.
oh Jesus Christ! Hold on here. Hold on. I'm just gonna look it up
Come
here.
on.
Hulk Hogan beer here. Hold on.
Come on.
I'm gonna
Come on.
look it up here.
Get mama.
But yeah, Hulk. It's called Real American Beer, and yeah, it almost looks like it almost looks like like a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer, but it's yeah, it's Hulk Hogan's lager. It's a Real American Beer. It's called.
Hey, eat your vitamins and drink your beer, brother.
Unlike that Budweiser beer.
Go, brother.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, I just thought that was kind of cool that he would, because I guess some of our, like one of our vendors or one of our liquor stores in town or in Saint Hilaire got the first shipment of beer of Hulk Hogan's beer. So,
Oh, Chance got it, huh?
yeah, yep. That's who I'm talking about.
Hey,
love
I
that
can hear-
place.
I'm
So.
sorry. I can hear now. What you gonna do when you take your beer off my or whatever?
Yeah. What you gonna do when you drink a beer and you're not old enough to drink a beer? You know?
Yeah.
What you gonna do when you get that first DUI, brother?
Yeah.
I met a
But
buddy. Well,
you will
maybe
be saying prayers then.
Maybe he bought that for his son because he only has like 8 DUIs.
Well, you will be saying your prayers, brother, when you get a DUI. I tell you, and you start landing yourself
My
in jail.
son's been drinking it for years.
I met 6 people from Minnesota today going to a Pirates game, and I'd ask them, like, why are you going to a Pirates game? They come up from Minnesota to watch a Pirates game. They didn't know you're not that popular in Minnesota, pal.
Well, okay.
Now, Willie
Whatever.
Scarjo quit a long time ago.
Well, our guest, our
Did he die?
big guest is coming up here, so let's just let you guys know here.
Oh,
I
Roberto
don't know if
Clemente
Willie's still
died.
alive or not.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not too sure who died. I don't follow a whole lot of baseball stuff here.
I hate baseball.
What's going on, Rod or Woody? How you doing?
You know, life's pretty good, thank you.
Yeah. Hey there, everybody. It's Woody. Y'all
Hey,
know
Woody.
Woody
Hey, Woody.
from the Buffalo Chip Campground, CEO and founder.
I was there in 2005. I loved it.
Welcome to Renegade Radio, my friend, and we're honored to have you be a part of tonight's broadcast.
Well, great to have you asked me to be. So, thank you. So, what can we do for you? What can we visit about?
Well, we wanna learn a little bit about your history because I feel like around our area there's a lot of people that don't know your about your history of the Buffalo Chip, how it kind of came to be, and why it's so successful to this day. And then after that, probably do like let us know kind of the daily lineup of who you're going to have for the festival this year. and then after that, we could probably do some Q&A with the panel.
Sheesh,
That's-
that's quite an itinerary you lined up.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to make it as wholesome as I can, I guess, you know. So this is a podcast.
So when you start talking about history, that's a long topic. So we have to keep that short. So we probably ought to just make that question and answer to start with.
Okay, well, I you know I don't know if you recognize one of my panel, Screaming Sam. He is best friends with Bill Kinnison. Do you remember him at all?
I believe I do know Bill.
No, I mean, like, do you remember this guy?
I was there in
Screaming Sam.
2005. I actually performed on a Kinnison stage.
Well, all right. I don't remember that, but usually I was out screwing around or working, right? So,
Right.
so, yeah, the enjoyable part about watching artists and stuff sometimes kind of goes away when you're taking care of business.
Tell you, one of the best places I've ever seen, ever stayed at. It was perfect. It was beautiful. I loved it, man. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, well, we want you to come back, so come on back.
Absolutely.
Well, he met. Oh, go ahead, John.
Sorry, I know it says Lauren. I'm sorry, my camera's not working. But Woody, my name is John Roberts. But I just want to know, how did the whole thing start? Were you the first owner of Buffalo Chip? And when you bought it, was this your vision? Or how did that all take place? Because, I mean, let's face it, the who's who of anything, any form of entertainment, whatever, they've all been there. And it's like one of those venues where no other place in the world is like that. But how did you get this? I mean, you're talking over 600 acres, and was this what you envisioned all along? And just quick history on it.
Yeah, I had it all figured out.
Did it come to you on a drunken night?
You know, I tell everybody, really, it's just a natural outgrowth of throwing cake parties in high school. And the city of Sturgis just trying to discourage people on motorcycles from coming into town because they were tired of motorcyclists. But so, you know, they had pretty much decided that anybody on two wheels was a career criminal. And just wanted them out of town. It was more trouble than they were worth. And so we just thought, well, let's just have a little party out out in the country, which is the same way through high school keg parties, right? Just throw a little party out in the country someplace, you know, kind of now they call it a flash gig or something, you know, that's kind of what it was, but that was a long time ago, right? And so we went looking for a place outside of town that looked like it'd be suitable. Found a place about 3 miles out of town that was a nice little acreage, had a little hill, a little creek, a few trees, and wasn't visible from the road. So, you know, people who were just driving down the highway wouldn't be bothered by anything that was going on the other side of the hill. And so, you know, some people came. We had a good time and decided we'd do it again and come back the next year and brings friends along with you. So that is kind of how it worked in a very short synopsis, you know, and then really you just need to have music. I was involved with promoting a couple of concerts when I my 1 year in college before I kind of took a break. And so it's just a combination of stuff. Wanted to have a good time and figure out what we'd want to do, right? And then just invited other people to come and join us. So it turned out to be a real fun gig.
Sure did, man. When I was there, you had Journey, you had Knievel there, Robbie Knievel, you had Journey, and the best funnel cakes I ever ate. Bill Kinnison was laughing when I was there. He says, "Only see you run when you see tits and you see funnel cakes."
Well, see, if you're here for 25, you were here. That's probably our Well, let's see. Our first event was actually 1982. So 18 and 05, 23 years. That was our 23rd or 24th annual event.
It was great, man. Best time
So,
ever.
yeah, we had a hoot. So yeah, we have pictures of every year tucked away someplace, but it's a bunch of them. But yeah, it's just fun. Just fun. So
Yeah, last week we had Bill Kinnison on our show, and he was talking about you. He said, you know,
yeah,
Sam,
you know, I'd like to say hello to him again sometime. I don't have his contact information or anything. So if you
we could get it to you.
yeah, he come out. Yeah, if you would, that'd be great. But he was just a very, very nice, nice gentleman. We had a little experience with the Kinnison family anyway, and that was great.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on too here, Woody, because I didn't know if you remember. Like I know you knew Bill and everything, but I didn't know if you knew John at all. Well, Screaming Sam, his real name John Lutz, but they kind of became friends. Show him the picture.
This is what I used to look like back in the day when I was at your place.
That's a familiar face.
That's me.
And I guess he was getting
me.
He was getting so hassled by everybody that thought that
Everyone thought I was Sam.
Yeah, thought he was still alive. So just like that's crazy stuff.
Me and Captain Jack, he was a cool dude. He used to show me around. You know, Captain Jack.
Oh yeah. He was here for many years. Threw a great party. You know, after about 2 o'clock in the morning, he was the last man standing.
Yeah. He would. We took a picture in front of the Kinnison gate. Then I had the Kinnison stage. I actually was down there and brought my guitar and sang Wild Thing for the little crowd there. It was awesome. I just did it. I didn't ask your permission. I just did it. I figured you saw Sam Kinnison do it. You'd be like, oh my God, is he alive?
Well, you just put on your favorite disguise and come back again. We could always use a little energy in the Sam Kinnison playground, right?
Oh man, I'm telling you, that was awesome.
Who wrote that song for you? I heard your song on one of our clips. We had your video with your song on it, the Buffalo Chip song they ever made of you.
You know, yeah, I don't remember that. We probably had a couple of songs sent to us, Buffalo Chip, and honestly, they didn't catch on very well, and I don't remember it myself. But now that you remind me of it, I know we have them in the vault. So
well, that actually was done by me. Actually, I sent you those clips, by the way, those songs. Yeah, that's you. That was through AI, by the way. That wasn't that like like I put the songs together and I figured out like what voices I wanted and whatever, and then I felt it sounded good enough to me, so I made a tribute one to you in the voice style of Hank Williams Jr. and then the other one's in the style of Kid Rock, the Buffalo Chip one. So I thought it sounded pretty good. So
I thought that was that.
Yeah, no, that's not really him. That's not really the real artist. That was just AI, so yeah.
Well, those are recent things you're talking about, and honest, I want you to resend those to me because I was referring to some stuff over the years a long time ago.
Okay.
I don't know that I ever actually received those things and had a chance to listen to them. So
I sent them to you via my email, but I mean I can send them again after the show's over.
If you would, I'd be looking for them because I get a lot of emails. I don't have time to get to them all, and it's entirely possible.
Well, I'm surprised that you took time to answer my email because it's like you could have just avoided us, and here you are, remembering it. Well, I don't know how much you remember me from back in my Rapid City days, but if you knew Reb Ryder, if you knew the Ride or Die Brotherhood, if you Bonnie London, Jeff Ice, those are people that know my work. Those are people that I know work with you. So, so yeah, it's kind of a full circle kind of thing, I guess we'll say. But what kind of give us kind of an idea then of what to expect for those who are looking forward to the big rally this year.
So I'm not clear on the question. What do I expect for them?
No, like what? Like okay, like you got the lineup, right? You got the big lineup for this year of events and concerts and whatever that you're going to have for every day for the at the Chip.
Yeah.
So what are you like? What are some bands that you're looking forward to seeing that people might want to see, or that are people are excited to see, or
Okay.
want to look forward to?
Well,
That sort of thing.
I'm sure my crowd will, all our fans will forgive me, but Dasha just warms my heart. That woman is one hot little number with a great some music that is really out there, and she's opening up on Tuesday for Jelly Roll. And if I just tell everybody, if you haven't heard it, just put on Spotify for Austin. Is the name of the biggest hit she's got right at the moment. And yeah, she's just a young lady that, in fact, somebody else in the industry earlier today described her as kind of a, as Taylor Swift of, the rock and roll here. And I can't really explain that, but that's a promoter who's actually promoted hundreds, thousands of shows over the last long time, right?
Yeah.
Now you see these people come up from nowhere with Taylor Swift, for example. I mean, she started out as a mere child, quite literally. Dasha's about 20, I think she's 25, and she's just hotter than a pistol, knows where she's going. So she excites me, and and other than that, yeah, I'm looking forward to several things, particularly Jelly Roll. Kid Rock is incredible and incomparable. Yeah. And, then Bret Michaels, I mean, that guy's got some party songs.
That's a
he
Pittsburgh.
knows how to do it.
He's from our neck of the woods, Pittsburgh.
Well,
a friend of mine was his personal assistant for 3 years. Hey, I just wanted to ask you, Woody, when you look at, I mean, you just talked about some of your incredible lineup this year. But when you look at the bands you've had, I mean, ZZ Top, REO Speedwagon, Buck Cherry, George Thorogood, Molly Hatchet, Skinner, all these guys, back when you first started, and this started out as just a party and we want to just have fun, to starting to book bands, to getting to this point now, it's got to be easier, maybe not, but is it easier to book bands? I mean, I would imagine people are banging on your door saying, dude, we got to play the festival this year.
Well, it's kind of like this. I'd say there have been two acts, 3 acts probably here that have been very easy at some point, right? I mean, because they wanted to come specifically because they like the audience, they like the atmosphere here. It's like 38 Specials manager said when they were here to produce to record the live album for Live at Sturgis. I asked him, I said, geez, how come you'd pick this place? This was in 2000. How come you picked this place to do a live recording? And he just said, well, there's a certain ambiance here that doesn't seem to exist anywhere else. And I thought, damn, I can remember that. That's a quote. And so, when Kid Rock, I was actually trying to do
a beer, sir?
yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
I got some drunk mother hunter loved your place too. He's drunk and high.
Come on.
Answer the phone.
Well, anyway, so yeah, so what else you got going on for the event this year?
Well, I learn a little bit more about what's going on every day, actually. So today I learned about a team of stunt riders that are planning to ride through the Zero Bar, one end to the other on one wheel, right in the middle of the crowd. So we still allow that kind of stuff, In fact, we encourage it. So It's fun. We just have to kind of keep people out of the way, sort of. But if you remember in 2000 again, we had Robbie Knievel here, and he jumped over the stage from behind.
Oh boy!
Landed out front over the crowd barrier without a landing ramp, right on the ground, and stopped about 30 feet. And we had just asked the crowd if they would just park because he's going to jump over the stage and land right in here. So we just backed everybody up about 30 feet. And yeah, you don't see that kind of stuff happen very often. And it's kind of like Robbie said when he said, "Woody, I'm not a daredevil. I'm a professional daredevil." So he's that was about the same time that Patron became a real favorite, right? So
that's a great.
anyway,
You have funnel cakes?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Got my first tattoo in Sturgis.
Well, congratulations.
Yep.
I remember when you had Doug Danger over there. He was a guy that we interviewed him too during the rally, and he had like a nice big tent and everything. And does he still come to the chip at all and do stunts for you anymore, or is he kind of retired now?
Well, 3 minutes before we started talking, I got a call from Doug, a return call, because I'd heard he'd had a real bad accident.
Oh.
He called me just 3 minutes before we started this conversation and said that they'd been going down the highway, had a blowout, and he and his wife both got many broken bones and serious road rash. They weren't wearing leathers because it was 100 degrees out. He was going 70 miles an hour.
Wow.
And he just took enough time to tell me that he was really blessed because the traffic right behind him was a fire truck, and the firemen came out and gave him the medical attention they needed to get him to ambulance and get him to a hospital right away. And he wasn't able to talk very well right at the moment, but I'm going to call him right back as soon as we're done talking. I just told him that we had this conference call set up, and I'd give him a call back. So I don't know any more than that, but right this minute, he's not feeling very good. And if somebody wanted to send him a card, and I can't tell you where to send it, but I will be asking him what hospital he's in and so on. And I can let you know what that address is if you want it. And
yeah, please do.
Yeah,
that's good thing there was a fire truck behind him. You know that.
That was his blessing, and so he was just damn happy to be alive.
Jeez. Well, I remember like some of the stunts that because I was working for Black Hills Fox TV. I think it was maybe the first time he did a stunt for you. He was like doing something over a bunch of either a snake pit or something. But it was one of the years that I was at Black Hills Fox from like 2014 to 2018. So yeah, I don't.
We were doing a little thing, Evel Knievel kind of stuff, breaking Evel's records, and so he was going to jump over. It did jump over some rattlesnakes, right?
Yeah.
So he was doing more rattlesnakes than Evel had done. It was about the size of that. But on a different jump, we had put together restored one of Evel's jump bikes, Harley 750, and actually, so a couple other folks owned it and put it back together. We borrowed it for this jump, had permission from the Evel Knievel estate from Kelly, so one of Evel's sons, and Robbie's brother. And so we were going to do and did do a record jump longer than Evel had been able to do, and we were doing it on, or he was doing it on Evel's bike, restored, just natural, but it didn't have quite enough power to get as far as he wanted to go. And so we built another quarter of a mile of runway for him that was a little bit downhill to help him get up enough speed to cover the distance. And it works. And now, Robbie might have been a professional daredevil, but so was Doug, right? 'Cause he cleared it, and that clearly was a risky jump. People appreciate it, but he come out. He's a recovered cancer patient, and he come out to raise awareness for cancer research and needed cancer research, and so. Yeah, and now we got this challenge of just a serious case of road rash and broken bones.
Wow.
It's
Hey, with
just getting on a motorcycle is dangerous enough. Trying to do some of the stuff that these guys do is
up in our neck of the woods up here. 4 guys in the last 2 weeks in Fargo. We just lost a good friend a couple weeks ago here in Grand Forks. He's got 5 young kids. Car blew right through a stop sign at 55 miles an hour. He was going 55 and they hit. And I mean, it was a car with 4 girls in it, and it knocked that car into the ditch on his bike. And then it took a week for him to finally pass. But yeah, that's why, to be honest with you, my bike sits in the garage because people around here don't know how to drive, and you can't enjoy a ride. If my wife and I ever go for a spin, we go out in the country and we head towards like Frankie or Sean's area up there and stay the hell out of town. It's too dangerous.
Well, I agree with you, but I live in the country, and so I love these country roads. We can ride from here.
Oh yeah.
We got we can go anywhere. The roads around here are just the best biking roads there are anywhere. I want to get on and cruise over to Devil's Tower, for example, and have a burger. I might see a half a dozen cars on a 2-lane highway at 80 or 90 miles.
Nice.
Same thing. If I want to go up to the battlefield where Buffalo Chips was killed, it's 88 miles, and there's been a trip or two there where we didn't see another car, period, right? And I say another car, we rode motorcycles up there. In fact, we did that on our Memorial Day for a few Memorial Days in a row. We just rode up to his gravesite because it's a nice little monument. He was a U.S. Cavalry Scout, and that's kind of where we're at. But enough of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
hey, with all the ideas,
bore him to death.
Which one?
With all the ideas and all the crazy things that you have done in your career at Buffalo Chip, I mean, I know people are probably in your ear all the time when you talk about like the Knievels and the jumps and the crazy crap. Has there ever been a time, Woody, where you just had to say, no freaking way, we can't do that? I mean, I could imagine insurance and liability and all that crap, but does there ever come a time where you just had to say, nah, man, we can't do that?
No, there's never been a time like that.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Nor enough beers.
That's what I wanted to hear.
We have one rule here, and that is the answer is always yes. Then we have to figure out how to do it. So,
wow.
Hey, you got to figure out how many beers is the landing, huh?
Hold my beer. Hold my beer and watch this.
Yep. Yeah.
But we're just truly blessed. I mean, we've not ever had any accidents. We take, our motto is ride free, take risks, right? It doesn't say you can calculate those risks, and that's what we do. So we're going to set a record jump, and the motorcycle doesn't have enough power to make it. Then we get a little downhill run at it, right? And it's simple science, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, we appreciate you, Rod, or Woody. Just thanks for spending some time with us because, we're just a little podcast, in northern Minnesota, and as well as all over where we're broadcasting from. But I just thought it'd be nice to see you again because it's been a long time. Since I moved back to Minnesota, and I haven't been to Sturgis since. So I definitely want to get down there eventually again.
Well, it's time you do, and I think it's only about 3 weeks away. So you can take a look at your calendar and think, okay, let's see, we're going to start, and then August 2nd, which is a Friday, and we got a little Daredevilish stuff going on then. We got a little bit of Daredevil stuff going on for the next few days, and then we have Daredevil Wednesday, which we're just going to blow the socks off of it on Wednesday with some extra Daredevil stuff. I mean, it's crazy. So Blake Wallenda, one of the Wallenda family, right?
Oh yeah.
Carl
Yeah.
is his grandfather. So here's the stunt we're doing this year. Okay, and so we got this high wire cable we strung across the amphitheater. So he's building a bike by Moto Morini, which is a fabled Italian bike that's been around for quite a while. President of the company for the United States, a guy named Chris McGee, who called me 2 minutes ago to talk about probably this. But we so Wallenda has modified the motorcycle that Moto Marini's given him so that he can ride it out on this cable. When he gets out in the middle of the amphitheater, 30 feet above the crowd, right over Main Street, right? Gonna hit the brakes, it locks, and he's got a gadget there that he's bringing out with a motorcycle, which will then flip up so that, it's an aluminum thing that he built himself, and it's got a little circle of it out there about 12, 14 feet in diameter that'll be up there, and it's got a propellant in the edges, right? So, I'm going to be off on the side with a little flamethrower, and I'm going to shoot a little flamethrower up there and ignite that flame. And when that happens, Kyle Ives is going to be doing a motorcycle jump, and he's going to go through that circle of fire and land safely on the other side. So
Jeez.
Wednesday.
Wow.
Jesus.
You wonder why you never say no. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
So,
definitely.
hey, you can't have any fun.
Freaking
It's not
awesome.
worth doing. So,
Hey,
Jeez.
definitely a fifth of whiskey to get me to do something like that.
well, then we'll be televising this, and it'll be on live streaming, and it'll be programming afterwards. So, but you really ought to be here live and see it in action, right?
That's my bucket list.
Well, this is
How
the
do you-
import.
How do you practice for something like that? How do you practice for something like that? I mean, that's a one-shot
You don't.
kill, right? I mean, you can't keep doing that and practice.
I have
something-
talked to both Kyle and Blake, and there isn't going to be any practice. It's a one-shot deal, right?
Yes.
So, they do their own calculations. I just come up with crazy ideas.
Yeah.
So,
That's why you're a legend, man.
yeah,
That's
so,
right.
so you need to be here, see it happen.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'll come out and walk that tightrope in a G-string if you want me to. I'm only 300 and some pounds.
Hey, that's one time they'll say. That's one time Woody would say no.
Not at all.
That's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
We got 6,000 pounds of tension on that cable, so it'll hold you up. The little thing about the G-string, okay.
You're working out, right, Woody?
Remember when I wrestled? I used to be a wrestler, and that's what I wore. A little.
All right, look, you guys have a great
The
day.
brain
Thanks
scanner.
for the invite, and
Absolutely.
let's see your smiling faces out here with some of your fans in about 3 weeks. All right, you need to be here.
Absolutely.
All
Well,
right,
thanks for being a part of the show, Woody. I appreciate you.
Thanks,
Thank
Woody.
Appreciate
Call
you.
later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
I
Okay.
wonder if anybody's ever approached him about writing a book.
I can
Because that
just, you want me
dude-
just to,
How
I'll
fun
just
would
get
it be to sit down with him for 6 hours drinking
Oh,
beer
yeah,
one
yeah.
night? Man, the stories have got to be incredible.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to have him on, because I figure this is kind of like a full circle moment for me because of my time in South Dakota, and he was on my show when we did Rapid Fire Radio with my friend Reb Ryder, and I just thought, well, what the hell, let's see if we can get him on our show. I mean, who are we, right? And then, but now we can say we got Rod Woodruff on our show, so that's pretty awesome. So who's this guy by you there, Sam?
Cousin.
That's our
That's your-
cousin Vinny from Florida. He comes
Oh.
to visit me. He parked his camper in the back, and
Okay.
Out with us, and
I'm not riding.
he's a rider. He's a rider, dude. He puts thousands and thousands of miles on his bike. Today he took off. How many miles you put on today, bud? Him and his wife.
190, I think.
190 miles. He's back already. Left this morning.
Where'd you go? Back to Florida?
No, he went to
I went to
Newcastle.
Newcastle. My sister-in-law is there, so we went and brought her a piece of pie. Then we went we went down 46.
I guess. I don't
And we
know.
come back 18, I think. Never hit the interstate, just busted around. I seen 3 beavers today.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean animals, not real. And
Wow.
a deer. A deer.
Wrong
amazing.
show. Wrong show.
Yeah.
I have 3 deer in my yard all the time.
Well, I was explaining to the guys how big your yard actually is, because you definitely were right when you told me you had a big yard, John. You have a big yard.
Yeah.
We said
Well, it's an old golf course out in the country. So, and I'm surrounded by woods and river. And if you guys know anything about wildlife follow water, they follow rivers. So, I mean, even up here, I've had timber wolves, mountain lions come right through my backyard.
Hey, John,
and that's very rare.
John Roberts, I
What?
said it must have hit your cable line and knocked your camera out.
Well, everything's way up. So I don't know. I think it's the computer. I'm going to have to bring it in. Sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens with the laptop. Especially if that's what you're using, right? You were using a laptop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like
He's on
hard
your
to.
computer all the time.
Yeah. So that little webcam could have easily just like went out or whatever, or
Yeah.
anything could have just messed it up. I'm planning on getting a new computer here next week. I'm going to look around when we get after payday here next week, and I'm gonna. Well, my video card's it doesn't act up when I'm doing this type of thing, but when I watch YouTube and whatever, sometimes like if I want to watch a 4K video, it won't always it'll stutter and stuff, and I'm just like, why the hell is it doing that? So I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna it's time to upgrade. So I got the TVs that I want. I did all that upgrading during the break and everything, so I'm good now. I just need a new computer now.
How come when he stepped in the picture, I got blurry? Do I look blurry to you guys?
Yeah, you're a little blurry. I think it's just your camera, the way it's set, because of how you're sitting.
I only
Jimmy
see half of you.
I'll go grab another beer and then I'll tell you.
That's better. The other half is better. There you go.
That's the glare off of Jimmy's head.
Yeah, that's why.
That's it.
Actually, his name's Vinny, my cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
My cousin Vinny.
Problem?
Yeah.
Give me whatever.
Well, you guys we were talking about that AI, music or whatever, like when Mad Dog brought that up to Woody. Yeah, that was something I created. I don't know if you guys took time to listen to any of that stuff.
I did.
Oh yeah, that was mine. I did all that stuff.
Very creative.
Guys, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
All right.
I really got to get
So sorry about that.
No, that's okay. No, he wasn't putting my stuff down. I guess other people have tried to give him tribute music before too, and he just didn't like it or whatever. But he'll appreciate mine because it's a style that he understands. Like the song. If you heard the song, the Woody tribute song, it was in the style of Hank Williams Jr. Right? That was the voice, and then
Focus.
yeah, you're fine there, John. You're okay.
Pretty face.
Yeah, that's right. Don't want to break that camera, right? Right. So I was, what it was, I found this website via YouTube. I was going to do some shorts or Facebook shorts or whatever, as I randomly do to send you guys, funny, crazy videos, whatever. And so there was this one video that was somebody made a song through AI, and it actually sounded like pretty decent. Like wait a minute, like whoa, this is actually sound professional.
Right.
And it was done through the website that I used to make all the songs that I made. I made a lot of them just by random ideas. Now I didn't write every lyric for every song because that's impossible. Some of those are AI generated, but I did come up with the ideas of and the styles of how I want it to sound. Right. And in a way, I mean, it kind of sounded the way that I would have preferred anyway. So anything that I would have figured wouldn't have worked, I wouldn't have uploaded. But a lot of stuff pretty much worked. So I got songs on there of a song in the style of Travis Tritt talking about the last roll of toilet paper for crying out loud. Song called "Dear Roll." That seems to be pretty big on TikTok. I got a song about a guy getting gas from beans or whatever, and having a country artist sing about farting or whatever, like in a slow love song type of stuff. Just toilet humor and stuff in verse and songs. I got Kid Rock singing about fucking Back to the Future for crying out loud. It sounds just like he's singing a Back to the Future dedication song. So, just whatever ideas you can generate. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Whatever ideas you can generate, AI is going to be your friend, And I'm going to continue to use it, and who knows what more stuff I'll create here. Yeah, probably watching him get high, probably, right? Is that what you guys are doing on camera now? I
Are
thought
you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about Mr. Roberts here, or not Roberts, or Mr. Screaming Sam. I didn't know he even smoked at all.
You mentioned farting, and everybody started blowing their ass out of here.
Yeah, it was. Well, what I'm saying is that I'm looking for potty humor, but I'm looking for also original ideas too, because I put together that Kid Rock album too that I sent to all you guys.
So I listened to it on TikTok.
Did you think that it made sense at all, or that it sounded okay?
Yeah, it sounds real good. Matter of fact,
I mean, that was just all AI, and I created the 13 or 14 tracks, and I kind of did it in a style that he would do it. But like, I even have a song where he's talking about his favorite dips and salsas for crying out loud. Oh, guacamole.
How do you do that, John? How do you do that?
Well, the website that I go to is called udio.com. It's like studio, but it's called Udio, and it's like you just type in. They give you some credits to start off with. Yeah, type in what you want, what style of song you want, and what idea you have, and hope that they'll give you what you're looking for.
Right.
Because you just don't know. Now you can create your own original tune as well. They do give you an area to write lyrics and whatever. But it just depends on kind of what you're into or what you want to do. So,
Right.
But I loved it.
You did that song about me, Screaming Sam. Is that all AI?
That's all through AI too. That's from their website.
I like that song.
That Buffalo Chips theme song that I'm sure most of you guys heard.
Hey, make one for the Mad Dog.
Well, I probably could do the Rick Steiner's theme song, probably, right?
I was gonna say Mad Dog is gay.
Hey, I gotta have extra music.
But you're not even wrestling anymore.
I gotta have when I do this show. Sometimes when I do my own thing.
So did you never have interest music when you wrestled at all? I thought you did.
But yeah, I had
when the queers come marching in.
Come on now, be nice now.
You froze up, Tony. I can't see you. You're freezing up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you're freezing up.
Trying
There you
to
go.
call me.
Oh, somebody was trying to call you. What was your song that you used for your entrance in?
Songs, bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow wow yo, yippee yay.
And that got the crowd moving, huh? That got you all pumped up, ready to rock.
You know what my intro song was?
Let me guess, Wild Thing.
I'm fat. We're all Yankovic because I'm fat.
Back in Black.
Okay.
And then I used to sing at the end of my show. I used to sing "Are You Lonesome Tonight?"
Oh yeah.
And then they would take me off with "Wild Thing."
And then he finished with Third Al Yankovic is because I'm fat.
Sure, that's right. Yeah.
My brother's so jealous of me at some point.
Well, he's probably jealous of your success a little bit. I would be, just because you got
success. I live in a fucking hillbilly town.
No, but I mean, like you had a lot of success in your life. You've had failures too, but you look at you.
I'm gonna tell you,
have a story to tell.
My brother could have been right there with me because when I started the business, I made money in. I asked him to be a part of it, and he says, "No way, I don't want nothing to do with it."
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
No one doesn't know that.
It's a mistake in life.
Hey, well, I want to before I forget, I want to wish my wife a happy birthday, Lori.
Happy birthday, Lori!
Happy birthday!
Yeah. Laura.
Did you guys do anything to celebrate? Because you just were at your. Did you go to Ely then?
We had some company over. Our son and his wife and our 2 grandkids showed up, and a couple other people, and just we
Oh,
grilled
wow.
some burgers, dogs, and drank a few beers and lit off some late fireworks and messed around out, played around out in the yard. It was a good day.
Did your dogs get to participate too?
Oh yeah. And we took them to the lake. You know, we were gone all 4th week up in by the Boundary Waters area, and you guys should look that up, BWCA. But my Labradoodle, the night before, I was at the racetrack. We had a late night of racing, and my wife was going to come, and she let the dogs out. Well, my big Labradoodle came in lame. Well, he's got a big hole in his foot, and so that kind of put it wasn't as fun of a week up at the lake because we had to watch him and bandage him, and of course, as soon as he sees the lake, he jumps in. You know, you try to keep the thing dry and all that. But yeah, the dogs, they participate in damn near everything we do. They're part of the family, you know.
Well, I love Wally. Wally the corgi, man. I tell you, that's a good dog. I mean, I love your other dog too. I love Louis too, or Lewis. But I mean, it's like Wally. I want a corgi if I ever had a dog. Yeah, you know?
They're good dogs. They're little brick shit houses, man. They don't take crap from nobody. I was just telling my wife, his abdomen, it looks like it's covered with black and blue marks. And if you saw the way he plays with these 100 plus pound dogs out here, he's not afraid he doesn't back down from anything. And I see them just pound the piss out of him. And you can see black and blue marks on him. It's like, dude, you need to settle down a little bit.
Jeez. Is it true that they call those dogs potato dogs because they look like potatoes?
Well, kind of. I mean, if you looked at their apps, you could put a pair of sunglasses on his the little nub of a tail, and it looks like a human. It's weird.
But
funny. They're cattle herders. That's why they're so little, and their legs are so thick, and they don't have a tail. They're born without a tail because it was just, I don't know. It eventually was bred into them so cattle wouldn't step on their tails when they were herding.
Oh, sure.
My first corgi was a herder. He herded the kids, the dogs, anything that there was a group of. His goal was to keep them all together. This one could give a rat's ass about that. He just wants to fetch a ball all day long.
Wow.
Hey,
That's amazing.
Just so people know that they said who's talking. John Roberts is on where it says Laura, so that's his wife, and he's having trouble with his video, so people know. That's John Roberts, one of our guys. That's Jon.
Laura. Oh,
that's right, Laura. That's Laura.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah,
Laura had a sex change operation. She sounds like a man. Just kidding.
Because the show started early, we won't be taking up too much more time.
Happy birthday, Laura.
I think we'll go on for another few minutes here. Then we'll say goodbye for this episode. But next week we got Steve Stelton coming on the show. Steamer
co-host. Tell us.
Oh no, he's not the co-host. No, he'll just be our guest.
No, who is the new co-host? New.
They're. Oh, I can't tell you. That'd be a surprise.
Man.
You want to? I mean, I don't know, but you might not like this idea. You know,
Tanya.
No, she ain't coming back. You know, no. Lance Warlock.
Lance. Oh yeah, he was on a show.
Yeah,
he's been on the show.
He's been on the show a couple times.
Now is Michael gone?
No, he just hasn't been. He's been busy, I guess. He just hasn't had time to. So what it is what I'm trying to do is
Tennessee.
That's Dick Warlock. Lance's dad.
Dick Warlock.
Lance lives
in Washington.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that we were just talking on the phone. That's when you came into the meeting or whatever. I was on the phone with him or whatever. And we were chatting about it, and he really wants to be a part of the show because I feel he can bring something to the table because of his history and because of his family history, and it's not always movie related, not always horror related, not always con related. It's just that he likes what we do. He loves what we do.
I've got the notes from every show right in front of me, and I'm looking at the notes from that show. And I remember I keep my own little remarks about what I think about the guests, and he's got it going on. And you're right, it could be about many different subjects. He seems like he's pretty sharp on everything.
And I just feel, yeah.
Should
And
be a
I,
good pick.
and I just feel like, we want a good crew. We got a good crew. I'm not gonna keep adding more people or whatever. This is just because we had to trim the fat a little bit, so the fat has been trimmed. So now we it's gonna be a man show for a while, okay? With men talking about men things, it's just the way it goes. You can still have women guests and stuff, and if a woman wants to be a crew member or whatever that somebody thinks would be a good add-on, fine, but we have trimmed the fat, so the fat has been trimmed.
Maybe you need to get some eye candy.
I definitely need to in my personal life, man. I tell you,
I
holy
bring
moly!
I mean, it could be block number 7 down here or whatever.
What the fuck?
Can I bring on a girl that does sexy lingerie modeling? I mean, can I get her on or no?
Wow.
You don't get naked. She won't get naked.
Well, if that happens, I'm going to wear sunglasses like you got on.
Dude, you don't have to worry about me. They're screaming Sam. You just got to worry about Facebook. What can Facebook handle?
Well, she's on Facebook. She just the picture she shows you.
Oh. Well, I mean, if she does something entertaining, I guess, do you feel
she's
she'd
an
be good?
entertainer.
Well, I mean, does she?
Like we do some of our shows, we take off Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
House, I'll wear these.
Yeah. Yeah, the old glasses anyway. So Steamer will be our guest next weekend. He runs the blues show out of Bismarck, North Dakota, and Mama T had him on her show last night.
I said,
well, he should be on our show. He was supposed to be on our show first, really.
What's his last name?
Stoughton. He's from Bismarck.
Yeah.
I'll be meeting him in Fargo when I go to the Blues Fest next month, because that's what I'm going to do.
I saw you chatting.
My wife and I went to Blues Fest every year forever, ever and ever and ever, until the year our kid made the College Baseball World Series. So we missed it. And then I started fishing in a big fishing tournament that same weekend almost every year, and but we don't hardly go anymore. Then they changed it to Friday and Saturday. So if we're lucky, I might take a day off at the racetrack and go on a Friday. But it's a great festival. I love the place. Newman Field is awesome, but they sure don't get the bands like they usused to. I mean, I was up there with Canned Heat and Marshall Tucker Band, Keblo, Walter Trout, all these guys,
I'm a little upset that Papa Chubby isn't going to be there, because he was there. He was supposed to be there this year, but he's going through some health issues. But it's been a few years since the last time I went, and when I went in 2019 and 2020, I had a good time, and I wanted to go every year. And it just things, came up, and then the pandemic, and then just starting new jobs. I mean, I would have went last year, but I was literally starting at the casino then. So July 18th of this year will be 1 year since I made my epic return to the casino, and so that's why I did not go. But this time I am going.
You must know the blind dog, Frankie.
Yeah, I know Scotty.
I'm sure he'll have his camper up. He'll have his camper up there.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Guaranteed.
He knows nothing. He knows absolutely nothing about the Blues, but yet he's going to be over there.
Brother.
That makes no sense at all.
Brother.
Makes no sense. You should at least have an idea what the Blues is if you're going to go to a Blues Fest. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. But whatever.
This is John when he's Clutch concert.
This is John when he's walking his backyard, looking for dinner.
I've been watching these birds that nested in my backyard, and I've never seen this type of bird before, and I've been looking for a week to figure out what the hell they are, and I finally just figured it out, and I can't remember what it is. I wrote it downstairs, but it's really cool out here, because I can look if I'm in the kitchen, maybe doing dishes. If I'm in the bathroom at one side of the house or the bedroom, I'm constantly looking out the windows, because you just see all of a sudden, oh, there's 5 deer, or oh, there's a turkey, or there's 9 turkeys look like they're walking into my garage. So we see that crap all the time. What?
Nothing. Good.
It's just Mad Dog. He likes to overtalk everybody all the time. That's okay. I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
I do that too.
Nobody else a chance.
That's right.
It ain't our show.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Well, it's not about who's showing. I mean, it is our show. Come on now. Everybody knows that. I'm just the host and creator and founder and CEO and
Oh, shut the
all
fuck
the
up. Listen to the beginning of the show.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay,
Just the idea
James,
maker or
John.
whatever. Yeah. That head just keeps getting bigger and bigger, Pretty soon it's going to turn into a watermelon, I tell you.
Hey,
All
listen,
season
I was the
goes
first
by.
one. Sean says, "Hey, you want to be part of a show?" I says, "Yeah, it sounds
Yes.
good."
Yes.
But
Yes.
now you got all these people going ahead of me. Now I'm the low man on the totem pole.
No, you're not. No, you never will be. When we come on, we got to start planning our 1 year anniversary show because I want to make that one of the biggest shows that we do. And
When
that's
is
coming
it?
up August
What date?
20th. August 20th.
Hi, Mr.
So,
Ant.
My anniversary of my bar is March, man. It's like 30 years, dude.
is that something?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, let's hear from Antique Man because I feel like he's been pretty quiet. What's on your mind there, Eric? What do you think of what do you think of Woody then being on our show?
Yeah, it was very interesting. I wish I could get out there. Haven't been out there in well, gosh, now 7 years, but it's a beautiful place and it's a fun place to go, I'm sure.
Oh, so you have been down there before? You just haven't gone to the rally, or have you gone to the rally?
That's correct. Yeah, no, but you got to remember, by the time he was doing that, I was running a business and raising a family, and
Yeah, but did you ever have
time.
summer vacation or summers off or at all, or are you just like working
Well,
all the time?
I used to go to that Fargo Blues Festival all the time with my mistresses. But everybody thought they were my sisters. But other than that, I was a dedicated family man.
Okay, well that's all right though. Nothing wrong with that. You did good. I mean, now everybody's all grown up and whatever, and I suppose now it's just like now Dad can do whatever he wants now, right? Kind of.
Oh yeah, I moved to Texas, but I got my South Dakota mug though, right here, right there, Mount Rushmore.
Absolutely.
I hate when I take a shower and then I fart after.
Wow, that's random. That's random. So let me ask you, Antique Man, what are some of your memories from the Blues Fest? And since we're on that subject of, like you said, you've been down there. So
Well, they were always, they're always good bands, entertainment, whether they were local or from wherever. And the ribs, they got different booths. There's plenty of ribs to try, and everybody's got their own recipe. And just being around a lot of people having fun, I enjoyed it.
Did you camp out there, or did you get a hotel, or did you have somebody that you stayed with for the weekend?
No, well, I lived in Fargo.
Oh, okay. So this one you were living in Fargo. Okay.
Yeah. I moved to Fargo when I was about 30.
Okay.
And stayed there till I was about 64.
Okay. So
Wow.
So I keep forgetting.
Long.
Way too long. Yeah. But had a
my
good
wife
business,
likes
good
Fargo.
family.
I'm not a big fan. Our son and his wife and kids live there, and we go there a lot. I mean, obviously it's only an hour away from here, but
Right.
yeah, I'm not a big fan. And we're to the point now where we're thinking about, downsizing soon, and we don't know if we want to buy another place here or Fargo or what. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't live in Fargo now. My son just moved from there. He's living in Mott, North Dakota. And
oh yeah, that's a little different than Fargo.
And it's just gotten big, and the crime has gotten out of hand. So I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah.
No, a lot of gang activity going on there now and stuff. But the downtown of Fargo is so cool.
It is cool. It is cool.
How cool can it be, and how fun can it be if you don't dare go down there?
Yeah. Can't be afraid of things, I mean,
right.
No matter what.
That's why you need to have a conceal permit.
Well, I have two.
Fuck, who needs a permit?
Well, I know.
You know what? People are ignorant, Fargo. You know why?
Why?
Because I got lost there one time, and I asked some guy. I says, "Hey, how do I get to 576?" And he goes, or no, 594. And the guy looked at me up and down and says, "You ever try the Atkins diet?"
Yeah, you said that. You've said that joke before. It wasn't
in Fargo though, Sean. It wasn't in Fargo.
When you said 594, I'm like, you weren't even close.
Yeah, it's like,
That was my joke.
I tell
No,
you
I
what,
paid for that joke. You kidding me?
no, I tell you what, sir. Well, my favorite spots, I have two favorite spots in Fargo other than the Blues Fest. I have the West Acres Mall because I don't know what their secret is to success and why both Grand Forks malls can't have the same success, you know. I don't understand. That's just doesn't make any sense to me. And then there's Electric Underground place there that sells used movies that you can still go and buy movies on Blu-ray, DVD, or 4K for like a good price and everything. That's close to the Ramada over there. Those are my two favorite spots for
My favorite
Fargo.
place is in my bathroom with the heater on while I'm watching Facebook.
Wow, while you're taking a
Before
dump,
shower or after?
It's before because I don't know. Forget.
Okay.
Never mind.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
you guys should all come up to Northwest Minnesota one time. God,
That'd
we'd
be
have a
fun.
good-
That would be
Have a
fun.
good time.
That would be
Oh,
fun.
absolutely. I mean, you know, we always talk about it. We should make it a reality sometime because, you know,
Do a
when
one-time
antique,
show from our studio and
Yeah.
we could go do a bunch of crap and
That might
Yeah,
put
it'd
us
be
on the
awesome.
map too.
Antique Man,
Yeah.
you know, could have made that happen when he, you know, came and seen his family and everything, but he missed us, you know. Didn't communicate or nothing.
Schedule was tight, but
Yeah, well, we could have worked out something.
that was a tight.
Did you even go to Grand Forks
don't
at
think
all,
so.
or did you even
I
go to
never
Grand
even made.
Forks?
I didn't even make it to Grand Forks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a hard
I
trip.
don't
so
blame them.
next
I
time,
don't blame
maybe.
them.
Well, whatever. I just thought it would be nice to communicate a little bit, you know. I mean, I was looking
Yeah.
forward to it. I was just like, hey, that's cool. We can meet, you know.
Yeah.
Show or no
I'm
show,
sorry.
you know.
Sorry. Next
It's okay.
time.
It's
I
okay.
usually
Hey,
I'll get there in May.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, that would be kind of fun. I mean, you just never know. I mean, because, you know, we're just waiting on whoever wants to make this a reality. And even if one person's
right.
missing, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's just we you know, get Sam and get Mad Dog up there. That's all the entertainment we need. Yeah.
That's right.
I
That's
think
right.
you'll enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. I think we've done our due diligence for this week. Next week
All
we
right.
got
Good night, gentlemen.
Next week we got Steamer, so it's gonna be a steaming great episode next week of Renegade Radio and the debut of Lance Warlock as one of our official crew members. So that'll be exciting as well. So for Frankie Slauson, for Mad
Sean,
Dog, Scream
Sean,
Sam,
real fast,
what?
Sean.
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask Phil about giving that Woody phone number, so I'll send it to you. Give it to him.
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I'll send you his email and everything. You know,
Okay.
you can do that.
Oh,
Anyway,
hold on. I got one thing for Laura.
Yeah.
It don't play.
It ain't playing.
Dang
yes,
it.
last week he knew he could play everything on the broadcast.
What's he doing?
I don't know. He's just trying to play
Anyway,
music, I
happy
guess.
birthday.
He's
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
playing happy birthday.
Thanks, guys. I'll let you know.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, see you, boys.
See ya.
Bye-bye.